In the fridge of a quiet home in Hong Kong's Tai Po district, police made a discovery so horrific it froze even the most seasoned detectives. Inside lay parts of a missing woman. Her skull was boiling in a metal pot on the stove. Her name was Abby Choi Tin Fung, model, influencer, mother of 4. The headlines would call it the dismemberment case that shocked the world. But before that headline existed, Abby Choi was living a life that looked perfect. She was born in 1994, raised in Hong Kong's bustling Kadoorie Hill area, and built her name as a fashion influencer. Her Instagram showed couture gowns, charity events, and red carpet smiles. She was young, wealthy, and often described as kind-hearted and ambitious. By 28, she appeared to have everything: modeling deals, magazine features, and a blended family that from the outside looked united. But beneath that polished surface were fractures hidden by money and resentment. Abby had divorced her first husband, Alex Kwong Kong Chi, years earlier. Still, she supported his family generously, buying property and helping with expenses. She was later engaged to Chris Tam, son of a prominent businessman. The arrangement between her old and new families seemed strangely close. The Kwongs and Tams sometimes dined together. The children shared time with both sides. Yet money blurred the boundaries. Investigators later said a dispute over a luxury apartment in Kadoorie Hill, worth tens of millions of Hong Kong dollars, may have set tragedy in motion. On February 21, 2023, Abby missed an appointment to pick up her children. At first, her assistant thought she was delayed. Hours passed. Her phone went silent. By that night, her family reported her missing. Police began retracing her last steps. Security footage showed her leaving her apartment building in Tower 9, a high-rise in Tai Po, and stepping into a car driven by her ex-husband's brother, Anthony Kwong. She was never seen again. For days, the disappearance dominated Hong Kong media. Police searched roads and buildings, interviewing both families. Then, acting on a tip, officers entered a small rental house in Lung Mei Village, near Tai Po, on February 24th. Inside, they smelled something foul. In the kitchen stood a refrigerator sealed with tape. When they opened it, they found human remains, legs and ribs wrapped in plastic. On the stove, a large soup pot simmered with a mixture of broth, radish, and human tissue. Nearby, a meat grinder and electric saw. Everything pointed to one victim, Abby Choi. The house was rented by Alex Kwong's father, Kwong Kao, a retired police officer. Within hours, the entire Kwong family became suspects. Police arrested Alex Kwong, his father Kao, his mother Jenny Lee, and brother Anthony Kwong. Alex tried to flee. Officers captured him at the Tung Chung Pier with cash and gold watches in his bag. Detectives believed the motive was greed, an argument over property Abby planned to sell. But the brutality shocked even them. Chief Inspector Alan Chung told reporters, "This murder was meticulously planned. The suspects covered windows, prepared tools, and even cooked human remains to destroy evidence." Across Asia, the story spread instantly. Influencers posted tributes, and millions followed updates online. Candlelight vigils appeared outside her luxury residence, while strangers left flowers near the crime scene. Abby's elegance and the sheer horror of her death collided to create an image that no one could forget. Yet for investigators, the work had just begun. Forensic teams matched fingerprints and DNA to confirm every piece belonged to Abby. Her head was found inside one of the soup pots. Police collected hair samples, fingerprints, and blood traces throughout the village house. They believed the killers had dismembered her to prevent identification, but science told the truth anyway. Meanwhile, new details emerged. Alex Kwong owed millions in debts. Abby was preparing to transfer a Kadoorie Hill apartment into her mother's name, effectively removing the Kwong's access. That decision may have sealed her fate. In the months following the arrests, Hong Kong authorities built their case carefully. Each suspect was charged with murder and perverting the course of justice. A fifth person, Alex Kwong's current partner, was charged for aiding and abetting. As the case moved toward trial, gruesome details filled court documents. The rented house, the tools, the chilling organization behind the act. Public outrage grew. To many, it symbolized how greed and ego can corrode even the most privileged lives. In 2024, friends and fans organized memorials under the message, #Justice for Abby Choi. They described her as generous and gentle, a woman who had tried to keep peace among people who ultimately turned against her. Her story became a cautionary tale about trust, fame, and the dark side of wealth. By 2025, the trial had begun. Prosecutors presented the evidence, financial disputes, tracking data from Abby's phone, and witness testimony showing how she was lured to her death. Defense lawyers argued that the evidence was circumstantial, but public sympathy was entirely with Abby's family. The courtrooms overflowed with journalists, and every hearing drew worldwide coverage. Still, even with arrests and charges, many questions remain unanswered. How long had the plan been in motion? Did anyone else help? And what truly drove a family to such horror? Abby Choi's children now live under the care of her mother, trying to grow up away from the noise of cameras. For them, justice is still pending. For Hong Kong, the case exposed the fragility of glamour, how wealth and envy can coexist until one consumes the other. In the end, Abby Choi's story isn't just about murder. It's about what happens when the illusion of perfection hides unimaginable darkness. From red carpets to cold concrete floors, her life became a mirror reflecting society's obsession with image and the danger of trusting those who hide behind it. Justice may come, one Hong Kong columnist wrote, but peace will take much longer. What do you think truly motivated this crime? Greed, revenge, or something even darker? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe these stories should never be forgotten, subscribe to True Crime Archives for more mysteries.